calling us in, calling us in again. Dom, putte, dom.
Hi, I'm Patricia.
Dom.
Before recorded history, humans knew singing as a deep source of power. Power to change, power to heal, power to be present with what is. Right here, right now, you and me, we're remembering this ancient gift of song, using modern tech to help us tap into resilience and capacity in what are chaotic, difficult times. And it's so simple. We sing with our own voices, just the way they show up, creaky and smooth. Me, actually in my basement, which is really lovely yellow, so it's not like a basement, you know? You exactly where you are right now. Today's song, Calling Us In by Meg O'Dell Chittenden, is the 134th song you can find at abreathofsong.com, each one with the permission and blessing of the song carrier. Every fifth episode, there's an in-depth conversation with one of these huge-hearted people who, like you and me, is using song to help navigate life. And next week, that would be Meg O'Dell herself. Explore the growing library at abreathofsong.com and join our subscribers for emails that can light up your inbox with a moment of connection and beauty. And all the presence, the becoming, the change-generating power of song starts with the body and breath. So we go there first by stretching and listening, feeling into our bodies. Some people have heard me say this is like my favorite part of the podcast. It's not my favorite part, but it is certainly one of my favorite parts because I love this second to really tune into, oh, there's my body. Right. Gotcha. Feeling that stretch here, feeling those, tightnesses, feeling those places where my body longs to loosen a bit. Oh, and starting to notice as the breath floods in, maybe sending it to some of those places that feel tight, imagining the breath kind of whooshing in and spreading the molecules apart. You know, if it works for you, do it. If it doesn't work for you, let it go. And another breath. And then a hum on the out breath. And another one, just imagining it diving into your body. And again. Notice you doing you. You don't have to hum the way that I hum. You hum in your own hum. And really try to pay attention to what feels good about it. And say back to me. And hum. Yo. You. Nice. Gorgeous. Calling Us In is a song that has two parts, an A part and a B part. And some of the words stay the same in both the A part and the B part, and some of the words change in both parts as we move through 4 different verses. So let's start with the A part. The A part, its shape is kind of like a little hill. It grows up and then it comes down partway and then it grows up again and comes all the way down. See if that makes sense. I'm going to sing the whole thing to you. May our path lead us towards one another. May our song guide us home to ourselves. Yeah? And so I'm going to do it just once slowed down. May our path, try that. May our path, next part, lead us towards one another. You try it. Lead us towards one another. Next part. May our song. You try it. May our song. And it has these two decorative things. The hour gets this turn, our song. And the song gets kind of a fall away at the end. Kind of sweet, right? Let's try it. And may our song. And it goes on, guide us home to ourselves. Try that. Guide us home to ourselves. Yeah, so that's slowed down. Let's sing it once together up to speed. May our path. Here we go. May our path lead us towards one another. May our song. May our song guide us home to ourselves. Let's do it with verse 2, which is may our hope and may our joy. And the lead us towards one another and guide us home to ourselves stays the same. 2, here we go. And may our hope lead us towards one another. May our joy, may our joy guide us home to ourselves. May the sun and may the moon. Verse 3, let's try it. May the sun lead us towards one another. May the moon guide us home to ourselves. And the last pair is may this land and may this seed. Let's try those. Here we go. May this land lead us towards one another. May the seed, may the seed guide us home to ourselves. Yeah, that's the A part, and you've got all of it. Now the B part goes like this. I'll sing the first verse of B part. Calling us in, calling us in again. Help us remember how to begin again. And that B part, the calling us in stays the same. Calling us in. You try it. Calling us in. And it goes on, staying the same. Calling us in again. Calling us in again. And then the words change with each verse. Help us remember. Try that. Help us remember how to begin again. How to begin again. Try it. How to begin again. Now, if I were doing the second verse, it would be trusting our grief that is our gateway to heal again. Let's try trusting. Trusting our grief that is our gateway to heal again. Let's do that with calling us in. So verse 2, calling us in, calling us in again, trusting our grief that is our gateway to heal again. And verse 3, the last part is heeding the voice of the true light within again. So the rhythm changes a little bit. Heeding the voice of the true light within again. Let's try that. Heeding the voice of the true light within again. And let's put that together with calling us in. So this is the beep section for the third verse. Calling us in, calling us in again, heeding the voice of the true light within again. Yeah, and the fourth verse doesn't do the B section. The fourth verse is just the A section. So let's sing the first verse the whole way through. Remember, it goes, may our path lead us towards one another. May our song guide us home to ourselves, calling us in again. Help us remember how to begin again. Here we go. May our path lead us towards one another. May our song guide us home to ourselves, calling us in, calling us in again. Help us remember how to begin again. Yeah, that's it. So you may justifiably feel like you've done a whole podcast worth of work, but there's more. This is this song with these gorgeous harmonies. So I'm going to share them with you really super quickly. Here's how we'll do it. I'll sing the upper harmony just once through by itself so you can hear how it goes. And if you love harmony singing, you can back it up and learn it properly using the rewind function. Yes, rewind. So the way it happens is the melody comes in first with may, and then the harmony comes in, may our path lead us towards one another. May our song guide us home to ourselves. B section, calling us in, calling us in again. Help us remember how to begin again. So what I'm going to do now is let the looper play the melody that we just sang through. And you can join the melody, and I'm going to sing that harmony over the top of it. You ready? 1, 2, here we go. May our path lead us towards one another. May our song guide us home to ourselves, calling us in, calling us in again. Help us remember how to begin again. Fabulous. So the lower harmony starts on the same note that the melody comes in on, but with the same rhythm as the upper harmony part. So it comes in after the lower parts. The melody starts. Okay, here we go. Here's the melody. May our path lead us towards one another. May our song guide us home to ourselves. That could be guide us home to ourselves. Back to that center note if you wanted. So the B part goes, calling us in, calling us in again. Help us remember how to begin again. And again, that could be begin again. Choices. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to our verse 1 harmony. May. Remember, I'll start on the same note that the melody starts on for this low harmony. You can sing the melody part or you can sing the upper harmony, whichever one feels better to you right now. 2, here I go. May our path lead us towards one another. May our song guide us home to ourselves, calling us in, calling us in again. Help us remember how to begin again. Yeah, isn't that satisfying? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sing along with the melody and have those 2 harmonies going for the verse. And we'll close out this learning session. This has been pretty intense. Thanks for hanging in there with me. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. May our path lead us towards one another. May our song guide us home to ourselves, calling us in, calling us in again. Help us remember how to begin again. I am so glad you're singing with me. Yay! That's the whole first verse in all of its harmonic potential, and we'll come back and sing all 4 verses in a row in just a minute. We'll take a pause first because science shows that our brains remember that way when we come back to something. While we're paused, let me remind you that this podcast is available to you today because of the generous contributions of many people, and maybe you're one of them. I appreciate you in a big way. Supporting the Song Library is easy. Contribute to the Gratitude Jar page at abreathofsong.com. For the last month, we've been singing Calling Us In as the opening song for Pocket Songs, my online singing group. There's something so satisfying about that feeling of being called in and the idea of a path and a song bringing us toward each other and bringing us home, and a hope and a joy and the sun and the moon, something land and seed that feels so inclusive and whole about this song. Next week, in episode 135, Meg talks with me about what it's like to look for the good, the beautiful, and the true in our current world and really be seeing what is. And how to approach that with children now. We talk about anxiety, we talk about settling, we talk about the difficulty of judgment when we think we've found something that works. All kinds of things. It was a really interesting conversation to me. I think Meg is a beautiful person. I can't wait for you to meet her. And her children join us for singing the song that she teaches. And they talk a little bit about how songs and singing matter to them. I really loved this interview. I hope you can join us. Please feel free to sing Calling Us In with me here as often as you like. And if you're inspired to share it on, Meg says the song is free to share, but she always welcomes financial and or networking support if folks are moved. Okay, so let's come back to it to help our brains and bodies retain it. And what we're going to do is I'm going to sing all 4 verses in a row on the melody. Then I'm going to go back later, so you won't ever know, and add the harmonies. So you'll get the whole thing harmonized. I won't start the harmony until the first chorus, though. 1, 2, 3. May our path lead us towards one another. May our song
guide us home to ourselves, calling us in, calling us in again. Help us remember how to begin again. May our hope lead us towards one another. May our joy guide us home to ourselves, calling us in, calling us in again, trusting our grief that is a gateway to heal again. May the sun lead us towards one another. May the moon guide us home to ourselves, calling us in, calling us in again, heeding the voice of the true light within again. May this land lead us towards one another. May the seed guide us home to ourselves.
Thank you for joining me today for A Breath of Song, and thank you for taking care of yourself and listening to your voice. I believe making a better world starts with tuning into ourselves and each other, which is what we just did, so yay us! Let a friend know about the show so they can join too, and next time we'll plant another song. Until then, be well.